able-bodied men and women that would want to help put out some extra chairs, help Alex if you want to help. You won't lose your place, but this is good. I love when you've chosen well. It's a very popular choice to come to Whitestone, so it's great seeing all these folks here. Thank you, guys.
Good to see everyone tonight. Really appreciating you being here. Hope you're settling in, finding your seat, finding your space. I'm going to invite us to center in prayer. So feeling that breath, taking that breath and releasing it, finding the quiet within your own heart. Just so grateful for the buzz in the room, the excitement, people greeting each other, seeing people who are here almost every Wednesday, new faces, guests, people who are open and just finding us ready to practice, ready to receive, ready to lend your energy, your focus, your love to this gathering here in this beautiful space that we call the Pyramid, Unity of Houston. And so as we release whatever it took from the day to get here, releasing our conversations about traffic, we just, again, focus on that conscious breath, filling the body, feeding what needs to be fed of this physical human form so that we can give our mind, our consciousness, our aura, our energy into this space, this ceremony, this time together, knowing that we are love and we are light, and so it is. Amen. So something new that I want to start for 2026, Midweek at Unity is gathering every Wednesday, unless it happens to be some sort of holiday, but we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. doing something, Tai Chi, drumming, walks, breathing, and I just want to, you may have this affirmation. If you don't have it, maybe share with your neighbor. I know we put out more chairs and these aren't on the chairs, but I want to invite us to say this affirmation together, and this is just something I want to start for every midweek, maybe not forever, but just to bring intention to this space of what we're doing and why we're here and why we gather together. So I invite you to say this with me. This is a space of healing and transformation. This is a space of acceptance and openness. In this space, I honor who I am and I appreciate who I am becoming. As I nurture the light within, I honor the light in others. Amen. That felt good. Thank you all. I feel that. All right, I'm going to invite you to greet your neighbors as you wish. If you just want no contact, just say namaste. Meet somebody.
Can we go to start? I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. Can you hear me? I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I think we need to stand to sing this one as you're able. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. Oh, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening. I am opening. Oh, I am opening. I am opening. Oh, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening. I am opening. Yes, I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One.
Happy 2026. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. And for those of you who came for the sound healing journey, which is normally on the first Wednesday of the month, we'll do that next week, and we'll do that the first Wednesday. But I'm glad you stayed. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing for those of you who have never experienced this before. We have some annual rituals and ceremonies that we do in Unity. So on New Year's Eve, we did our burning bowl ceremony. I know a lot of you were there, and that is where we meditate and we write down what we want to release, what we don't want to carry forward in the new year, and then we burn it in a fire with lighting the flame. And I love that. Yeah. Yes, get the elements involved. And so this is the counterpoint to that, where in the new year, we also are going to do a meditation led by Reverend Stacy, and we're going to process up and pick up a white stone, and she'll tell you more about these special white stones that we have. And then we'll allow a word to emerge. It's kind of like a naming ceremony. It's a way of using language and making distinctions. And just some of you may have saw a post recently that it went something like, "Thank you for the free trial of the first 7 days of 2026. I would like to cancel my subscription." The world can feel like that, right? And then I borrowed this idea from a writer named Peggy Blair. "Dear 2025, I have reviewed your manuscript with interest and regret to advise that I will be declining representation. While the plot is interesting, there is simply too much of it, and I worry readers will become overwhelmed. Specifically, the pacing suffers from constant escalation. Just as one global storyline begins to resolve, 3 more are introduced, often with little warning. While your scope is ambitious, the sheer number of simultaneous crises, reversals, and unprecedented developments strains credibility. That said, there is promise. We encourage you in your next project to resolve cliffhangers, provide clearer through lines, and incorporate fewer plot twists that require emergency explainers. We look forward to seeing more focus and more resolution in your future work, allowing the reader a moment to breathe." Thank you. Yeah. So it really helps to be with like-minded people on this journey, to gather together in rituals and ceremonies like this, and to know that we are supported on this spiritual journey, and we can create these spaces that are oases of love and compassion, where we can block out or silence or reduce the noise of the world and really focus in and practice and just be. So we're using language. We use language to create. Language is creative. With language, we produce, we reveal, we allow what is us, what is the true beings of us to emerge out into the world. And one way we do that is by making distinctions. We make distinctions when we name something. Just for an example, in our creation story in Genesis, it says God brought the animals to the people so they could name the animals. And then whatever name the people came up with, that was the name by which the animal was known. So here's another example. When you see a bunch of strangers, there's no distinction. But when you learn somebody's name, that person is distinct from the other people. And you might even just use a description. You might say, like, the lady who always sits in the front row with the long gray hair or something. You know, you're at least making a distinction apart from all the other people or from strangers. And so that is how we use language to name, to make distinctions, to create. And we know in Unity and New Thought that whatever is manifest out in the world was first created in language, was created in thought. So for example, if you say to yourself, I am going to make dinner, go to the beach, phone a friend, You're first creating that with your thought, with your language, and then with that we create. So there's a teacher, philosopher, Fernando Flores. He teaches that language is action that coordinates action. Language is not a thing, it's an action. It's something that we do, it's an action that we take, and with that language, we create. We bring what is unseen into the seen realm. We make what is vague and nebulous distinct and specific for us. So with our intention, we want to access our highest self, access God, eternal consciousness, beingness, whatever words you use, and be guided from that space. Be guided not from our ego and fears and doubts and worries, but be guided from our alignment, from our stillness, from silence, from our conscience, from whatever emerges when we pause and when we ask our higher self, our divine guidance, show me, let me listen, let me hear, tell me the way. And that guidance is always available. It's always right here for us. So all we have to do is ask and say yes. And so that is something we're going to do tonight, is have that silence, that stillness, that meditation, and see what wants to emerge, what wants to be revealed, what is for us in the new year. And with this language, we will have some distinction that maybe we can carry through and practice and focus on and give our attention to, that will help guide us and inform who we are, who we want to be. How can we bring forth more light, more love, more wisdom, more joy, more clarity, whatever is brewing for us to reveal. And with that language is action that coordinates action. We can also see the reverse of that, that if something is just noise, if it's just nonsense, if it's just babble, it's not coordinating any action, and that can be ineffective. So what we can do to be more effective human beings is to sort out, am I consciously aware? Am I choosing thoughts consciously? Am I bringing forth language and action from the center of my being, the highest self that I can access? Or am I just babbling, making noise, and falling into nonsense? So again, I appreciate you being part of this ritual, this ceremony, and I have asked 4 people. I went around after church Sunday, did you do the white stone last year? And if so, can you share what that meant? What realization, what insights, what experience did you have with that? So I have got 5 people who said yes to that, and I appreciate this very much. So we're going to hear from Mary Schaefer, Della, Kyle, Natasha, and Randall. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Okay, there we go. Hold on. There we go. Hi, I'm Mary Schaefer, and I am so excited to be here to share a little bit. And it's only my second White Stone ceremony, so last year was my first. I've actually been a part of the New Thought community for about 25 years, mostly in Los Angeles. I was a practitioner at Agape Spiritual Center in Los Angeles, and I just showed up here about a year ago regularly. I moved here to Houston just before the pandemic. What a way to start a new city, right? But my schedule kind of allowed for me to come regularly on Wednesdays mostly, and then Sundays. So really excited to be here, share a little bit about my word. I have a little hint. I work in the museum industry, so I always have things. And also just how it grew over the year, and that I hope that it is inspiring for your journey as well. So my process, as many of you, how many did New Year's resolutions before? You know, New Year's resolutions, goals, intentions. At Agape, I learned the visioning process by Michael Bernard Beckwith. So kind of similar to where you sit and you listen to that higher self. So I came into the White Stone ceremony already with a phrase. I did a word, but I was open to it changing. But the seed that was planted that I came in with was, I am spherically sovereign. So spherically in all directions, fully orbed, and sovereign, meaning agency, meaning supreme ruling over. And so that was what I came in here for. And I'm like, I'm willing to let it go, though. It's pretty good. But ego, let it go. And what I ended up with when I sat and listened, a word was added. Now I have to have it for effect. The word was, behold. I am spherically sovereign. And what that means to me is when you behold something, you're observing, right? You're looking. And the I am that is spherically sovereign is spherically sovereign all the time. It's not something I have to do. I was thinking of it as a to-do. You know, I need to be spherically sovereign over all areas of my life. No. The behold that dropped in here at the White Stone ceremony was the I am is that, and I am that. So that was powerful. I didn't expect that. And the bonus, y'all, was that for 6 years, you know, I was here and moved here and most of the things that I'd done for New Year's were by Zoom. And with friends that I've known for a really long time, but I missed doing this in community with you all. And so that was the plus was like, wow, you know, where two or more are gathered, it's an energy amplifier, right? I mean, the collective effervescence, for those of you who took my Awe and Wonder workshop, the collective effervescence that happens when we're gathered, and you can feel it, felt it in the song Reverend Michael is singing. It's powerful. And then because I was part of this community, I lived into that, behold, I am spherically sovereign all year, and I made friends, and they got to witness me transform. Even though I may have not said those words, you know, that they got to see it, and to do that in community is so powerful to me. So I'm very, 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 very grateful to all of you. The other thing that I just wanted to share is that how it grew and evolved over time. So I actually took spheres. I bought spheres. These are changeable. I bought spheres, and I had them all over my house to remind me. And they served me really well. It was a hard year. Both my husband and I both lost our dads last year. I've been on a winding, interesting job search with lots of twists and turns. Looked like I was going to move away from Houston for a while, and not. So I'm grateful for that. And then some health challenges that aren't resolved. But to remember that in the midst of all that, the I am is spherically sovereign. Behold, behold. So, and it still was ministering to me even yesterday when I was preparing these words, and I wanted to read you this quote because I was blown away. Don't you love when the universe gives you like the perfect curriculum that's just for you? So I did a search in my notes for behold, because I'm like, I know I took notes. And I couldn't find those, but I found something that my 11 years ago self clipped from a book by Joel Goldsmith in The Art of Spiritual Healing, and this is what it said. I couldn't believe it, so I had to share it with you. Okay, it says, at every period of the day, we are the beholder. We do not strive for supply. We behold supply as it unfolds infinitely from the one source. We never pray for health. We become still. We rest in this prayer while we nestle in its warmth and watch as health appears and opportunities unfold. Always we must remember that we are not seeking to have our nets filled. Empty nets no longer fill us with anxious concern. Our only desire is to behold God's spiritual universe and to tabernacle, like we're doing in the pyramid today, with our brothers and sisters and the sons and daughters of God. It goes on with a prayer and ends with this. Now I release all concern and stand as a beholder of God's infinite goodness. That's spiritual sovereignty. That's amazing. And I love, thank you. But this is the I am that we all are. It is, God is. So I'm profound that it was still working. really blows me away that was still working me yesterday. So whatever word downloads for you today, I hope that you get to nurture it and be with it in whatever way that it unfolds. It's probably going to morph over the year, but if you nurture it, I promise that it's going to bloom, in perfect timing for you. I know it is for me, and I'm so grateful to do this in community with you all. So thank you.
And I'm louder with this thing. So my word last year was magic, but I'm going to talk about spirit instead. Well, there is some magic in spirit, right? So the Whitestone ceremony to me is all about connecting to spirit. And I believe that our soul or higher self is our bridge to spirit. Spirit is all around us. You can't see spirit, but you can feel spirit as a subtle energy. I feel spirit when I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and listen and feel. I believe that we are not separate from spirit. If God was your hand, so everybody do this, if God was your hand, we are like his fingers. We are a part of his hand. Sometimes when I sit in silence, I say the words, I am God, God is love, I am love. So to me, spirit feels like a blanket of love. I can think about the love that I have for my family, my dog, my chosen family, my closest friends, my tribe, and my heart warms all over. I can feel deep love when we share a long hug. So take a moment, close your eyes, and think about giving someone you love a deep, long hug. Feel the love that you have for this person and the love that that person has for you. It's nice, isn't it? Perhaps imagine hugging a loved one who has passed to the other side. Mom, I feel you, giving you a big, long squeeze, just as we did countless times here on earth. My friend Sarah reminded me recently that love that you have for your past loved one, that love never dies. It never dies. If a cardinal or butterfly has ever crossed your path as you were thinking about a past loved one, you have seen spirit. To me, those hugs are a touch of spirit from the other side. I'm going to call that heaven. I choose to call that heaven. I believe we can connect to heaven as easy as that, thinking about hugging a loved one who is there in heaven. I believe that we are all assigned spirit guides and angels at birth, like lots of them. And that heaven is a really crowded place. Think about that, 8 billion people with all those past loved ones and spirit guides. And so now that we have a vision of spirit, imagine a love 1,000 times stronger. And I believe that that is the love that spirit has for us. Okay. I collectively call my guides, angels, and past loved ones my spirit team. And I believe that our spirit teams guide us through this thing called life, every day, every minute. And if we ask them for things in prayer, we may receive them. That is my faith. So now that we have a vision for spirit, imagine a love. Okay, I just did that, my bad. Now imagine all of our past loved ones, spirit guides, and all of our angels filling this room. I tell you, they are having a party. They are all joyously tooting their horns, just like we might have done at midnight on New Year's Eve. So thank you all for bringing your spirit teams to this party. And I know that Spirit only wants the best for us. They want the best life for us. My Spirit team is shouting and cheering, "Go, Della, go!" But life can sometimes be really hard, really hard. I lost my dog and my mom this past year, 2 months apart. So finding peace during those times seems unimaginable. And we all have endured wounds from our childhood, some of us really deep wounds. And those wounds can shape and mold us. They can change our perspective on life. But our suffering can show us what compassion feels like. I believe our job here on earth is to move our perspective back to love in spite of those wounds, and then to show others who have a similar wound how we have healed when they are suffering. Some of us are suffering from recent wounds. Perhaps you are receiving compassion. Perhaps you are giving compassion to someone else, showing them that they can give that same compassion to themselves. Like the fingers of God, Spirit flows through us. Life is sometimes joyous, and sometimes it just sucks. But the love that I give to others is the same love that I can receive. The more love that I share, the more capacity I have in my heart to receive love. From my family, from my tribe, and especially from my Spirit team. And I truly believe the same is true for you, your family, your tribe, your Spirit team. Go, you, go. Insert your name there. So tonight, when I sit in silence, close my eyes, take a deep breath, and ask to connect with my Spirit team, I ask for a word that will remind me throughout the year that they are cheering me on. I ask for a word that will bring me peace or comfort or hope or all of the above, and maybe a bit of compassion. I allow a word that will bring me my best life this year. I am listening. I can feel Spirit deep within my heart. I allow it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kyle Lynch, and I myself have been a fan of Unity for about 44 years now. So my mother is a wonderful fan of Unity as well, and she brought me here when I was 8 years old. And, it's a blessing because now I'm really experiencing a different side that I knew that I was searching for at that age. And the White Stone ceremony kind of, it had a lot of meaning and presence and a little bit of everything to me, but until last year, I actually became a member last year. And I had a little bit more significance this time. And I kept my little stone, and you're asked to write a word on the stone. So I never forced these things. I always asked the Spirit, okay, just give me something. And the word gift just fell into my head. And I'm like, gift? And I literally had this dialogue, and it was like, yeah, gift. So I'm like, okay, gift, and I just listened to gift for the rest of the evening. It didn't hit me until I got home. And I was like, oh, gifts, like presents at Christmas and birthdays. But this gift, it didn't have a pretty wrapping with a bow on it. And I looked it up. Gift is something given freely to someone without expecting payment. I'm like, wow, okay. And this is literally the Webster's definition of it. Often to show appreciation or celebrate occasions like birthdays, and can be anything from tangible items, jewelry, electronics, cozy blankets, personal goods, to experiences, concert tickets, classes, or even acts of kindness. With popular ideas including home decor, tech gadgets, you get the idea. So, I'm mulling through this and I'm like, oh, experiences. And I'm like, experience. We're experiencing the gift of presence. And it reminded me when I was at my son's 12th birthday, I bought him a book. And it was Spencer Johnson's The Present. And he's the author of Who Moved My Cheese? That may be a fan of some of us. And I was basically just trying to get him to realize that the present is a gift. It's a present, but I'm not giving you a present, I'm giving you a book. And he's like, this is all I got? So again, I'm doing more research and I'm looking up children. And children are a precious gift, bringing joy, love, and new life, often seen as a divine gift. Webster. From God. A source of family unity, and a continuation of life, though some view it as more of a biological event, highlighting the varied meanings of this sentiment. It is also a theme in religious culture and personal beliefs, symbolizing new beginnings and purpose. So I got my concordance, looked it up, referenced Psalm 127:3. Behold, children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. Don't you love when synchronicities happen? My best friend Mary over here. So, some quotes from the Spencer Johnson book. So, the present is the best gift you can give yourself. And this is the core thesis of the book. The present moment is where you find joy and success. So, being fully here improves outcomes and results. When you live in the present, what you do is more effective. Having that focus actually improves. Okay, you get it. Notice what is happening now. So, again, awareness being the entry point. Learn from the past, but don't live in it. That's important. Memory, can be a detractor. Plan for the future, but don't worry about it. Where my warriors at? I didn't say warriors, I said warriors. Being in the present keeps fear from taking over. Being in the present keeps, the present is a simple idea, but not always easy to practice. So, when you stay in the present, life flows more smoothly. And that book was very instrumental to me as well, because I read it literally before I gave it to my son. It's like I wanted to kind of get into it. And the theme was meditation. Because in meditation, what are we actually doing? We're unifying consciousness with material existence. So it's believed that when you slower your brain waves, you activate the right hemisphere of your brain. So that connection to creative realm is not attached to time, space, and matter. So space is not nothingness, it is actually somethingness. It's a continuum with properties and intelligence, feeling all, and you get a piece of the whole picture. So accessing the other side literally is on your side. And, the practice is notice what's happening right now. So noticing is kind of key here, because I literally did this today. I had to kind of catch myself, and I said, okay, back up, because I was literally in the future. Like, my future is my crutch. And worry again, because, you know, that's the thing pulling me, is what's going to happen. I'm always striving, but you got to pay attention to the now. And it talks about attention in the book. So noticing what pulls you most out of the present. Is it the past or is it the future? And how does that presence change the quality of your experience? Where do you confuse preparation with worry? What helps you to return to now when you notice yourself drifting? And how might in presence improve our relationships? We're always in the creativity and into the relationships that we build, especially here, because, you know, you guys are literally my best friends. And you know who you are. So the present teaches that success isn't somewhere else. It's right now. So hope that helps. But that was my white stone for 2024. No, what is this? 25? 25. But thank you so much, and Happy New Year, everybody.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natasha Sylvester, and I'm going to have to read what we were supposed to do so that I stay on track and not overstay and not go on, because I have been known to be quite long-winded. So tonight, I'm going to be talking about what the White Stone means or has meant to me for 2025. I would like to say that after participating in these services for quite a few years, it's one of our most significant and intentional practices here at Unity of Houston. I've heard this in one of our classes, that our mind is the most precious real estate we'll ever have to manage, and we are called to manage it well. I will say that one of the things that I've learned is that it's one thing to come into this room on such a night as this each year and listen and discern what the word will be to guide our year. But it requires some intentionality and practice through affirmations, preferably on a daily basis, but without judgment whenever you can. So for me, over the years, I would take my little stone home, and when I was in the office before the pandemic, I would sit it on the windowsill, and it would be sitting there over the years. Every year, I would replace it with a new one. Since the pandemic and working at home, it became a fixture on my desk. And now that we're retired, it's in the bedroom with me, on my bedside table. I will say that the relationship between what we do here tonight through the end of the year can be looked at as we plant the seed tonight. We water it every day, and it blooms, and slowly but surely it becomes a reality. For 2025, the words for me were release and trust. And it actually was a bridge for 2024 to 2025, because 2024 was a new beginning as I started the journey of retirement, which was overwhelming at best. Fortunately, with the words and our intentions at the beginning of the year and daily practices, it made it a lot easier. So for the first year in 2024, the new beginnings I had to release, slowly let go, grief, 30 years nearly of doing something that I truly enjoyed. Leaving was by choice, but it nonetheless was something that I enjoyed doing. But in 2025, it was a total release. I didn't contact anybody finding out if things were going well, did they get this part of the budget in, and all of that stuff. I literally said, let it go. They're going to find somebody, the work is going to be done. And even though it is said that we are the universe, it doesn't necessarily revolve around us on an egoic level. So I did let it go. But the fascinating part was the trust, the fear. You suddenly realize that you've got your whole life ahead of you. What are you going to do with this time? And so I would sit going about my daily, meanderings and everything, and then it came to me. All of this is going to be worked out. And then as I was sitting one day having dinner with one of my friends who were a friend for over 20 years, she said, Natasha, remember how much joy you had when you were a cashier? And I said, oh my, because it took me back to a childhood experience that I had since I was before age 10 with the cash register. That's all I wanted to do, just there was something about the cash register. So fast forward all these years since before I was 10, and when, in 2002 to 2007, when I was going through a divorce, it became divorce therapy. I went and I started to be a cashier. And so when in retirement, she said to me, remember how happy you were being a cashier? And I said, yes. So I went and I applied and I got a job as a cashier. So, but listen, the real fascinating part of this whole journey is the fact that I had not just to release I had to release the expectations of society on me. There I was, a professional, going down to a lowly cashier. But I'm here to tell you, it is one of the most rewarding experiences. If for no other reason, what started as a childhood fascination became divorce therapy, then became a retirement hobby, but has now become a full-grown ministry because of the interaction that I have with each of my customers on a daily basis. I greet them by asking them how they are doing. And in their response, I am guided by how to handle them. I have had some of the most profound interactions dealing with people who have lost their parents and going through the Christmas season, dealing with an elderly woman this week. She was married for 52 years. She's lost her husband. Her husband now, her house has just sprung a leak in the pipe. And so in this season in her life, after being married for 52 years, losing her husband for 3 years, so clearly she's in her 70s going on 80s, she's now dealing with a whole remodeling project. So she's in the store with her basket, and so there I am unpacking her stuff while I'm listening to her and, having this conversation with her. And I'll tell you, there's no money in the whole wide world to pay me for the euphoria and just the joy experienced. And so I say all this to say that the intention that we set during this White Stone service each year, it's life-changing and rewarding. And just water this seed that we plant tonight. Listen, listen, listen. Once you get the word, nurture it on a daily basis, or however often you can. There's no judgment. Nurture it, and you will have it realized in ways that are just priceless. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I wish everyone a truly, truly rewarding and happy New Year. Thank you so very much.
This is a call to grace. when Reverend Shirley said, "Hey, do you have something that you could talk about with your white stone this year?" I said, "No, I didn't do jack with my white stone this year." And Shirley says, "That will make a great story." So here's my white stone. It's a German word that says, "Get your financial house in order because you need to retire in 2 years." And I very dutifully put it on my desk at work. And I would look at it, and I would kind of do this and touch it, and it didn't do anything. And it reminded me of a time when I was finishing my clinical internship in Napa in Northern California, and I was trying to finish my dissertation. And I had a 3-foot stack of research abstracts next to my computer that one day was going to magically become my dissertation. And every once in a while, I would walk by and poke it with a stick to see if it would do anything. And it didn't. Until one day, something happened and I just started working on it. And it all came together in divine timing. And the common denominator of all of our speakers tonight and to all of our experiences here in the room is that once you set the intention, you never know where Spirit is going to take you and how it's going to develop. I met Reverend Shirley walking dogs in a neighborhood in Houston. And we were just regular folks. She's now an ordained minister. I'm still a regular person, but I have enough of these white stones over the last 16 or 17 years to play a decent game of dominoes. The fact that I didn't do anything on this big fancy German word last year doesn't panic me the way it would have done earlier had I not been exposed to the principles of unity. It just means it wasn't time to exercise this word. It will happen. The stack of research papers will turn into a dissertation. I will do whatever I need to do to retire at some point. But I'm so grateful to be here. And while I was working on that 6-month process of finishing the dissertation, I was living in a condo on the river in Napa. It's not a bad gig. Being here at Unity, learning our principles, is not a bad gig. If I missed it this year, I'll get it next year. This rock from Israel, I think, is 8.5 billion years old. It's still going to be here next year. So if it isn't going well, if your rock isn't going well this year, Spirit may be unfolding in a different way. If you miss the mark, draw your bow and shoot again.
I want to change the song I was going to sing. This one I just am so amazed at the way Spirit shines through the members of our community. God shines through us all differently, and God needs all flavors. So that's what this song is about. Let your light shine through me in places where it's hard to see, where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. Oh God, let me shine. Let your light shine through me in places where it's hard to see, where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. Oh God, let me shine. Where love is dim and hearts and eyes are blind. Oh God, let me shine.
Ooh, it's my first glimpse of seeing you all. You look so beautiful. So I was thinking about this altar. Reverend Shirley had a brilliant idea to have an altar for our white stones. You may have noticed in years past, if you've been here, you received your stone at the door with a pencil. She said it might be nice to have a ceremony, to have a blessing of the ceremony, which got me thinking, what is it to bless something? What is it to declare something sacred? What is it that makes something holy? And what we know and teach at Unity, and what has been revealed through all of our amazing speakers tonight, our beautiful music, is that holiness is already here. Holiness is each and every one of us when we allow the divine to express itself through us, as us, on its own timeline, whether we're poking things with a stick and then putting it out of our mind, whether we're calling forth our ancestors who have crossed over to the other side, whether it's in a transition in our lives, whether it's inspiration for the next chapter for us, whatever it is that is holiness, it is in you now. And so I invite you, as we are going to be dismissed by row, to come select your stone. And you don't have to dig through and look. They're all equally sacred. And they're all the exact same. They are indeed from Jerusalem. And the tradition goes, so it says, it's in the Roman Empire, when someone was enslaved or in bondage or in servitude, when they had served their time, that they were given a white stone. And the white stone was an indication you are no longer in servitude. So metaphysically, as you pick up your stone, whatever has held you in bondage in your mind, whatever you have been, you experience in servitude to some idea that has kept you limited in any way, constricted in any way, no longer. You no longer have an excuse for that. You are given a white stone tonight. So I would invite Alex and Reverend Cindy are going to come and release you row by row. And we're just going to process it slowly, get a pencil and a stone, and we're going to do a beautiful chant together.
I'll do the intro, and then I'll invite you to join me in singing There's Only Love.
Yes.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Just sing that with me. There is only love. There is only love that heals, love that sets us free. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. Only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only, take it deep within. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. And now let's change it to love that sets me free when we get to that part. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love, only love. There is only love, only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love, love that heals, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
So now is the moment that we make a space within our beings. And I love Mary talked about the collective effervescence. And so we engage in a collective consciousness, knowing that we are all one, and yet Spirit has a message for each and every one of us individually. So I invite you to go ahead, if you haven't done so already, to give your body the clues that it is time for meditation. Perhaps you want to close your eyes. You might want to gaze at your stone, whatever feels comfortable for you. And I'm going to speak a few words to lead us into a time of silence, a time of stillness, a time for you to listen to what it is that God in you, as your higher wisdom, is seeking to express. So just one word of invitation to know that this is not something that is aspirational. We're not trying to become something, add something to ourselves. Instead, what is happening here is something is being revealed that is already in you. Something in you is wanting to experience the divine in you in a new and expanded way. And so if it's helpful for you, we're going to for just a moment, let go of anything that may be standing in the way. Take a moment to just release anything that may be clouding this experience. Oftentimes in our white stone ceremony, we speak from Scripture, the prophet Isaiah in verses 43, 18, and 19, because it says this, it says, forget the past. Let go of the former things. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. So whatever you have experienced in your life or whatever is on your heart tonight, that you would like to experience the stream of God's love, the infinite stream of pure waters of consciousness, of the consciousness of one life, of wholeness. It is available to you now. And so as we drop into the stillness, the vast stillness that exists as the radiant being that you are, we just simply listen, allow, make room. as we bring our time of meditation to a close, perhaps a word easily dropped in, perhaps there's still something within you that is seeking to unfold or to reveal itself. All timing is perfect timing. So just know and nod to yourself, to your inner self, a nod of gratitude for being willing to make space for something new, make space for a new experience this year. You have not only been given permission to let go of everything you don't want to carry into this year, but you have been given this new bold claim for your life that will meet you and support you and uplift you and inspire you and carry you all throughout the year. And so with gratitude for the space we share together, for the revelation of the divine in each and every one of us, I say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go, the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Can you sing that with me? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now look at someone and sing it to them. You will do amazing things. Keep finding people, let them know. amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. And feel the energy of all of that dream and all of that possibility in this room. And let's sing amazing, amazing. We will do amazing things. Here we go. Amazing, amazing. We will do amazing things. We will. Amazing, amazing. We will do amazing things. That's big. It's big. But I want to invite you into a moment of real truth-telling. I want you to place that stone over your heart and hold it there with your hand. And I want you to sing to yourself, amazing, amazing. I will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. I will do amazing things. Yes. Amazing, amazing. I will do amazing things. You will do amazing things.
Bless you all. Thank you so much. We love you so much. We appreciate your love offerings. We can give as you leave. We do have a prayer partner who will be down front to pray with you after the service. It's Evelyn. And where's Alex? Vickery. There's Alex. Come up here. It's his birthday. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex. Happy birthday to you. Alex, how long have you been volunteering on Wednesday nights? Alex had been doing it a long time when I got here 15 years ago. Wow. So he's been doing Wednesday night service all these years. Happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are the light. Go be the light.